All right. So for this part, this is actually a very important part, especially when we're talking about launching businesses. People want to hear about actual money that they can truly make. That, the goal when we talk about network marketing is it's a part-time thing that can take over someone doing another part-time thing that's taking their time away versus being at home, like Lucy was just talking about. Or someone like Brandon and myself, we're looking for something that could take over everything, right? And we can have more time freedom and be able to do what we want to do and create life by design is what we say. So this is a very important part of the breakdown of income here, because most of the time too, in our industry, people are like, well, what kind of money can someone really make here? Let's take it to here. Let's not just poof stuff out the air. Like, oh, well, you can make $1 million here. Let's really show the plan, right? So this is really important. So let's just say I'm going to use Brandon for an example because that's my babe. So Brandon, I'm going to sit down with him and, he's a gym owner. I'm going to, it's also important to have stats like this for a professional because Brandon is a gym owner. So it's important for me to show real data that he can look at to see, is this something worth me investing my time, my resources, my connections with? Okay, Brandon, so you're telling me, you have your gym, you're looking to break free where you can produce some more extra income, where you don't have to be tied to the gym so long or all day, do that whole thing, right? What would that number look like? Let's just play a game. If you had to spit a number out that would make this worth you investing in, what would be the number you're looking for annually? There you go. I was like, tell me.
To really get me where I need to be, I said I can invest about, I would say, let me start at, it's got to at least do $250,000 to make sense.
$250,000, so 2,500, no, 2,500, 250K, right?
Yep.
Is that a quarter?
Yeah.
I'm just playing. All right. So let's not make this up and say, oh, you can do that in 30 days. All the people you got a gym, boy, you can do it. You're going to make a ton of money here. That's it. Let's run. That's where we call on, like, that's not real. Let's really pull up the plan and show how he can do this. So, okay, Brandon, I'm going to pull this up and show you. You said $250,000. Let me find this. Let's look at the averages, but you're an above average person, but let's be conservative here, right? So we're looking at around 2-star crown. A 2-star crown will be your niche in here in this space. So what we're going to do next is this. You're going to show that to him. You're going to show that to your person. Crown, 2-star crown. Now let's look at the average time in this company that this is actually achieved, right? We're not going to say, okay, once you hit diamond, boy, that's it. You're going to be there. So it's looking like around 13 to 16 months, the average person achieves that type of goal. Okay. Now something that's super important is then when you're breaking down the actual like expectation, it's not just, okay, you just made your account. Now sit here for the next 13 months and you're going to be there. Now it's really important to then how Brandon just put out a calendar is, okay, Brandon, so we're looking about 13 to 16 months. What's really awesome is that my crown leader, so Taya's story, the leadership that we have within our team, our crown leader was able to achieve that in XYZ amount of time following this success system here. It's so simple and it's easy to just plug and play, where I believe that, having expectation here, but by dedicating and following the success system that our crown leader did, I think that we could actually maybe cut a little time off too, but we're looking at about this much time. So that's super important to talk about. So you're talking, and then what's great is when you talk about your crown, that's when you can connect them. Because why would you not want to real quickly connect your crown that was able to do it in XYZ amount of time? And then guess what your crown's going to do when they get on the phone? You want to make sure, hey, Lucy, hey, whoever's your crown, if there was one tip you can give to Brandon that just got started, what would that be to help him launch his success to becoming a crown as well? She'd probably tell him to follow the success system. She'll probably tell him something in the line of, keep doing this. Follow this, okay? So this is important though, when you're breaking this down, so we're not just giving people hoopla, we're actually giving them a professional, real like numbers to look at of what to expect. Also too, something that's important is this, when you're talking to someone, okay, you were looking at crown, 2-star crown. What does that mean? This is what's so great about this. You just scroll back up here. The company literally provides it. All right, Brandon, so you said crown, we said crown, 2-star crown. Structurally, we're looking at about 2 diamonds, 1 blue. Okay. And then that's when you also break down, we know structurally that's what you need, but the volume, we need more than that. So that's when we're making actually a clear vision of what is needed for him to build the structure for that type of organization and what's needed. Okay, if we're looking at going crown, we're gonna need a personal volume, a smart order of 200. So ULT would be the best thing to keep on file. Okay, we need 12, you have a gym, we need 12 active. So really, again, breaking down what that requires. So then he has a plan, and then pulling out the calendar. Okay, now we know, let's project, we have the expectation, you know, this can be attained 13 to 12 months or 16 months. You see the structure. We have an actual understanding of the volume and the numbers. How much time can we, now you like project the future. Now we got to bring it all the way down to like right now, like Brandon said, once you get started, you don't want to wait a month to start moving. Let's start moving now. What's the workout that you need to do now, right? To move the ball forward to the goal. So what can we, let's lay out your calendar. What are you willing to invest weekly into your business to maintain for the next 12, 13 months? What does that look like for you? And we can even do where we break it down in blitzes because seasons change. So that's the goal, but okay. We're in the holiday season. It's actually tends to get a little slower in gyms until New Year. So he might be like, okay, well, I have more time. I could probably commit, I don't know, 10 hours this week or each week for this next 90 days. I could commit 15 hours, whatever. But now he's got to actually put that into play in his calendar. So teaching your person, okay, now where to structurally put that. So then they actually know when they're going to be working. And so now you see actually like a real blueprint of how you're gonna, when you're working the business, and you actually know based off of other trainings, what to do during those money-making activities, during those intentional hours that you cut off for, you know, to build your business. And now the person has a real life understanding of an expectation of doing this intentional work consistently for this next year. I can see myself achieving crown based off of average numbers in this company and the data that's given.